everyone. Today I'm going to be doing a canvas. I've had this canvas idea in my head. If can you see? I'm not sure if you can see. So this is a general idea. I'm going to add lots of lace and bling, and I have this MDF which is the outside of a fob watch, and I've got this photograph that I took of Deb and I when I was in America, and I've laminated it and I'm going to pop it inside my and then decorate around. I've also got the word friend and this circles embellishment which I'm going to play with, and I've got these roses I'm going to be spritzing. I'm going to predominantly have it all white, and then once everything's down, once all my texture's down, I will spritz some colour on, and then I'll add the embellishments, and then I'll add other bits. I think I'm just going to see how this goes. I've not done this bigger canvas, I think, before, or if I have, it's been a while. So first thing I've done is I've gessoed my canvas, which is let's see, so that's 12, 13, 14, so it's about just 15 and a half by 12, just under 12 inches wide, and so my canvas has been gessoed. I've also gessoed this. I've not done the back because obviously you're not going to see it and it's going to be adhered to the canvas, so I'm just going to pop that to one side for now. I'm going to quickly gesso these up, and I want to spritz these. I'm using I'm not sure really, but these are the colours that I quite attract me. I've got denim blue, and these are the Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist, and they're from the Canvas Core brand website. I've also got Dragonfly, which is an ice green. I'm going to add a little bit of the Tattered Leather, and I've also got Marigold. So these two are brand new colours which I've treated myself to, and so we'll just see how it goes and play from there. So I'm just going to first off move these out the way, and I want to spritz these flowers, and I have like a little station where I spritz in, and I think I'm going to do the Blaze blues and greens, and I'm going to add the Tattered Leather to the flowers with a hint of the Marigold. So I always store my Glimmer Mists on the side so the mica sits at the bottom and doesn't clog up the nozzle. So I'm just going to I've left the stems on. Obviously when I add them they're gonna, it's all quite always clean your nozzle after use, and then it doesn't clog up with the mica. And I'm going to do the Marigold. And I'm going to put them now to one side and let them dry, and so they'll be dry by the time I've finished. Next job I want to do, I want to quickly give these a coat of gesso, and again, as always, I use my white gesso primer from Winsor & Newton. We have a beautiful sunny morning here in the UK, which is nice, so I'm just going to give this a quick coat. I'm not bothered about doing the back of it, I just want the front, because then I need to I'm going to spritz this with the tattered leather. I'm not really bothered about getting all the edges, because I am going to spritz it, and hopefully this spritz will get into all the nooks and crannies. So, but we'll see how it goes. So that's that done, so I'll put that to one side, and then I'll quickly do the circles. I'm really into circles at the moment, I don't know why. Just be one of those phases I'm going through. And again, I'm not worried about the edges, because I'm going to spritz this with the tattered leather as well. Right, there we are, that's that done. Put my lid on my gesso properly. Wipe up my mess, and then I'm going to bring the canvas in and start and add things. Right, okay, so I need my I've decided, as we all do, I'm going to put a piece there. I'm having this come out here. I'm doing it the opposite way, I've decided. That piece goes up there. I just need to decide where I'm putting things, and I'm going to have that mesh come in there, and we've got this mesh which I'll put under here, and I've got something else. Where is it? There. I think I might put that mesh up there. Put it down like that. I think, yeah. And I've got some, I don't want to do some stenciling as well. And I've got the Tim Holtz, which looks like chicken wire. I've got this stencil, which I'm not too sure where I got this stencil. I'm not sure which make of stencil this one is. It could be a DCW. But I'm not 100%. And then I've got the Dylusions heart. So before I do that, I'm going to bring this in, because I want to stencil the hearts on the on here. So for this, I'm going to use the structure paste from Imagination Crafts. And I'm just going to go round the clock face. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I want the hearts on the when you've had an idea in your head for a while and you just think, right, today's the day I'm going to get this done. going to wait for that to dry, I think, before I attempt, or will I attempt it? I'll go for it. I'll go for it, I think. There we are. So I'll put that to one side now. Leave that to dry. Just dry fairly quick. Scrape the excess off. And again, wipe. I haven't got my bowl of soapy water, which is really silly, but hey ho. I will wash this after. I've just taken the majority of it off. Okay, so that's that done. So now I want to glue all this down, and for that I'm going to use, I have got Slap It On, I think. Let's slap it on. There we are. I've got Indigo Blue Slap It On. I'm going to put it on with a brush. So just want to stick everything down now. And the nice thing about this Slap It On is that it dries clear. But in this case it doesn't really matter because my my canvas is white anyway. So once all this is down, I will then give it another coat of gesso. It's flowing quite nice on the canvas as well, which is nice. It's sticking quite well too, quite pleased with that. It's nice to see something that you have envisaged for a while start to take shape. I did do some crafting with at Deb's, but it's I mean, believe me, she's got more stuff than I have. But it's always nice to do crafting in your own environment, because you more or less know what you've got and where to find it. Although Deb never, you know, I could use anything in Deb's, but you'd still feel a bit, well, funny using other people's stuff. Well, I do anyway. I'm sure there are a lot of you out there who would agree with me. Yeah, so that's that done. I've had this trim for ages. and I really like it, and I thought, how can I use this? And so I thought today's the day to use it. I must say I'm really impressed with this Slap It On. It's really grabbing hold of this. And you stick a lot of embellishments down with this Slap It On. It's fabulous stuff. If you've not tried it, pop across to Indigo Blues website and have a look. Excellent stuff. Right, so that's that done. So that's the base done, and I'm just going to now, while all that's down, I'm going to do a bit of stenciling. So again, bring in my texture paste. I don't want it perfect, so I've done 3 of them, and I'm going to add some of this. So I'm quite happy with that. I've done that. So I'll just pop that to one side, and I'm going to bring these in. Let's see. I'm going to spritz these now with the tattered, can you see where the mic is settled? That's why I keep it, and that prevents the nozzle from I do love this tattered leather. I'm just going to leave that and let it dry, and wherever it pools I'm just going to leave it now. So really like how it's pooled, and that just gives another different look to it. So I'm going to leave that until the end and let that dry naturally. Right, let's bring this in. Clean off my palette knife. Put that to one side, and I'm just going to blast this now with the heat gun. Okay, so I'm now going to give this another coat of the white gesso primer, and I'll make a start, but I won't make you sit and watch it till the end. I'll cut to the end when it's all done. So you'll see me start it, and then you'll see me then at the end when it's all done. So as you can see, I'm just painting it, and I'll see you at the end. Hi, so that's all painted now and I've dried it. So next step is I want to spritz the denim blue and the dragonfly and denim blue. So we'll just see where this goes, eh? I'll just bring it down a bit too far away. There we are. So I want it kind of at an let me see, there we are. Just going to do it at the top. Wouldn't you credit it? There we are. My spritzer bottle. I hope you can see. Want it to run down. Get the blue. This is a lot paler, so I'll just spritz all over with that one. And I'm just going to I think I'll just be sticking with the green. And it to run down. Can you see it running? Right, really like the pale at the bottom. So I'm going to spritz some more with the blue along the bottom. And I want them to kind of meet. Can you see where I'm going with this? Hope so. So I'm liking, if I'll just zoom you down a little bit, just so you can see. Can you see the way the blue and the green kind of blend together? And it's there we are. So it's paler at the bottom, which is I quite like the effect. so I'll just zoom you back out. Whoops, sorry, I'm giving you a headache. So I'm going to dry that because I really like how that is turned out. And I haven't put an apron on, so that was clever, wasn't it? Never mind. Okay, so that's that done now. I'm quite happy with that, how that's turned out. So before I start adding my embellishments, because I'm not going to colour my embellishments, they're all this metallic, lots of metal. I don't want to colour, I want them to stand proud as well. So I'm going to dry brush this before I start layering stuff on. And usually I don't do this, but this is something I've not done before. But first off, I want to paint this all around the edges, the bronze around the edges. So I'm going to do that. Then it all ties in together then. In fact, that's my dry brush. I'll leave that. I want a wet brush for this. That's better. It's too dark. I'm not likely to get the... That's better. It was a bit too dark, so I still want the white of the canvas to show through, but obviously I don't want it white, so by using a wet brush I can tone it down and use what's on the sides. And this is pheasant bronze metallic acrylic paint, again from Indigo Blue. If you've never tried their acrylic paints, I would highly recommend them, especially their metallics. They're fabulous. Just one end to do now. And they will all tie in because of the embellishments that I'm going to use. So now I'll swap to my dry brush and I'll do some dry brushing. I'm not going to do much. I just want to get some of the so you can see the texture on the canvas itself. And this is going to be hung up in my craft room. I do like dry brushing, it's quite therapeutic. I'm not sure what you call this. I call it spider's web. I know it's not called spider's web, so if anybody knows what it is called properly, just put a comment underneath and let me know, because I still don't know what it's called properly. I just call it spider's web. I really want to highlight this centerpiece. There we are. That's all done now. Right, so before I move on, I'm going to give that another quick blast with the heat gun, and then I can start adding my embellishments. Okay, so I'm going to place them there and there. But first I need to put my picture on. There it is. So I'm just going to go round the edge of this. I'm just going to put that to one side to dry. And then I'm just going to get the pheasant. Bit on there, and I'm just going to lightly, using my fingers, just bring the bronze in, because it's not gone as dark as I wanted it to do. So I'm going to do this with this and the friend. If you can see, so I'm just going to add a bit more, just so it blings. You'll still be able to see the so that's how. So can you see? Still see the colours underneath, and then I'm just going to go around the edges with this. Get your fingers in there a bit. I'm only going gently over. Don't want to go too heavy-handed on it, and you just kind of play. You know, I sometimes if something doesn't work out the way that you wanted, which this didn't, you know, there's other avenues you can explore. You don't have to just think, oh God, that's ruined now, or you know, just take a moment and think, and you know, you could, sometimes you can bring it back. I'm not perfect by any means, you know, and sometimes some of my things don't come out right the way I want them, but there's always room to explore. I'm quite liking that you can still see the white gesso, but it's just kind of gone a creamy, like a latte colour. So can you see if I tip it? So that is now going to go centre stage on the, and now the fun bit begins. I can start and put it all together. Yay! That's a fun part for me, adding my embellishments. I'm hoping it goes as well as I want it to. Right, so shall we make a start? Bring all the embellishments in. I've got all metal, got a few buttons, different colours, keys, all sorts. And then I've got these flowers. So now that they're all, can you see them? Don't they look pretty? I can take the stems off. There we go. Okay, so I want that to go there. And I want that to come on here like that. Right, okay, let's get this show on the road. I'm going to use quite a big dollop of this, because obviously I don't want this falling off. This is going to go there. Beauty of this slap it on, it dries clear, so I'm not too worried about bits that I don't get. I'm going to try this. And that is going to go in that corner. Right, okay. Not good, is it? I'm adding a bit of steampunk to it as well, because both Deb and I love steampunk. So we like vintage, we like steampunk, so we've got very similar tastes. She loves peacocks and margaritas and all sorts of things. Little monkey. Not put enough on. I'm so excited to get it finished. I just want to see what it looks like. Oh. So that's that corner done. Can you see? So now I just need to finish off this one, and I want to stick my friend here. Sorry, I've gone quiet, but I'm trying to, you know, it worked before. Now that I've got glue on it, won't blinking work. There we are. Not touch that again. I think I've got just the last two embellishments. Yep. And then I'm done. There we are. So that is my completed canvas. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope to see you next time. If you enjoyed, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe. Once again, bye bye.